everybody, I'm CarlRyds and welcome to episode 9 of CarlRyds Plays Minecraft on the Ripple FX server. You join me here in the shopping district at Albany's shop, because he's changed his shop now. He wants loads and loads of coal for his roads, so we're going to give him some coal today. So let's take a look at the instruction manual. Are you in dire need of diamonds? Do you know you can craft them out of coal? All you need is this free-to-use, state-of-the-art hydraulic press. Finally, all the diamonds we need and deserve for little to no effort. Isn't that amazing? Getting all those shiny, shiny diamonds with this press is super easy. Even a child could do it. Carl might die though, which is rude, Albany. Rude. True, but rude. Grab a golden pressure plate from the dropper. If you are too lazy to look inside the dropper, the button will give you one automatically free of charge. Place that pressure plate on top of the concrete block directly underneath the moving part of the press, which looks exactly like, but it's absolutely not a piston at all. It's just not a piston. Place exactly 256 pieces of coal, a number often referred to as 4 stacks for mathematically impaired. Thank you, Albany, I am mathematically impaired. On that pressure plate. We suggest you keep your distance to avoid the temptation to grab that coal back. Step back, press the activate button and watch in awe as you witness the wonders of science. Grab that new diamond and spend it wisely. And there's an optional section downstairs that you can go to, but I want to do the fancy hydraulic press version. So we're going to get ourselves a pressure plate on here, and we now need to put 4 stacks of coal, which that did not go on there at all. We need to put 4 stacks of coal onto here, like so. Step back, press activate, and there's our diamond. Woo, woo, woo. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have turned coal into diamonds here on the Ripple FX server, because we are just that awesome. So I'm going to put this into my ender chest in my valuables right here, and let's see if I can get rid of those 6 fireworks which are annoying me. No, I cannot. But never mind. I've also been over here doing a little bit of work as well. So, first of all, I've been moving my shop around a little bit. It doesn't look that different in here, that's because it's not. But the chests themselves have been changed. So as you can see here, I've labelled all of the sections as to where the potions will be, and I've added invisibility as well. This is basically for me, because I had a few sales in here. I think I got about 16 diamonds in sales from my shop. And I came in here and I didn't know which potions were meant to go where back in the chest. So I've labelled them all here now, so I know where to put them. There's some extra stock in here as well, and it's just the same in this chest as well. The books chests are fully stocked up, so people can come and buy those. And I've also been doing a little bit of work here on the redstone section as well. So we've got redstone blocks, torches, hoppers, repeaters, comparators. We need to put more dispensers in here. Droppers and observers as well, and I need to sort this chest out as well, but I'm going to be doing this outside of episode, getting some more dispensers, filling that in, and then sorting that chest out as well. So my shop will then be fully stocked up. Over here at the entrance to Ripple Mall info, I've put the heads of our new players here on the server. We have some new peeps joining us. We have Crafty Miner Girl, we have Billy Blob, we have Brownie Bits, and we also have It's Marlo, who is my neighbour actually. He's next to me in the East Nether Tunnel. So it's really great to have those guys and girls here on the server. I'm going to leave a link in the video description below to their channels, so you can go over there and check out their first episodes from the Ripple FX server. So that's all in there. As you'll notice, there's only 16 shops in here, and we now have more than 16 people. That's because basically when the shops fill up in here, so we still have some left. I think we have one. Do we have 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 maybe. No, that's Paras. 5. So we have 5 shops inside left, and we have 8 people, I believe. But we also have the areas outside here as well that I've actually finished landscaping. So all of these areas are where people can build their shops out here. Either a shop in addition to the one inside, or a shop for those guys who can't get a shop inside, because I only originally did 16 shops inside. Because at the time there was only 16 of us on the server. I could extend them all, but I think it's just better to allow the people who don't get one inside, because it's first come first serve, to do it outside instead. So I'm going to do a little flyover right now, should be on your screen now, of the finished landscaping. I say finished, but if you know me, I'm going to come back here now and again and just do some more bits on it as well. But it's finished to a standard where I'm happy of how it's come out. So I've been spending the last couple of weeks doing this outside of episodes, just coming on now and again for an hour or so at a time, and just, filling the area with the landscaping there. So yeah, I hope you like how the mall has turned out. What we're going to do now is we're going to head back to my base and we're going to start on today's pod. I'll see you guys over there. Welcome back to my base, everybody. As you can see, I'm standing on top of the Carl head right here. There's the villager head there, the melon over there, the sheep head, and the one we're working on today, which is currently a grey box, and all will become clear during the usual time lapse of the head build. There's also one down there as well, and if you can see in the distance over there, there's one there and one there. Clearing out these pods takes a long time. It doesn't look like much, but it actually takes forever to get rid of all the water in those, and then we also have to dig down between the pod and the landscape there a couple of blocks just so it's not on top of the glass. So it takes a long time to do that, especially on this one over here, because as you can see it goes right into the floor on the second pod there. And as you'll notice, we also have some new beacons as well. The 4 in the middle there have been there all the time. There's now 4 there as well. As you can see, the colours are determined by what pods are around it. So you'll see there's a white one over there because there's nothing currently over there. The same on this side. We've only got 2 on this side. I spent a lot of time killing weather skeletons, but I only managed to get 2 beacons last night before I had to go to bed. So there's the orange one there, which kind of gives you an idea of what colour that pod's going to be, and the brown one, which indicates the villager head as well. And I don't know what's going to be on that side just yet. So yeah, that is what we have here in the base so far. So I'm just going to do a little flyover just to give you guys an overview of the area. Once all the beacons are in and everything, I think it'll look pretty good indeed. But now we're going to try and attempt to land on the pod for today, if we can. That was quite good. We're going to get CarlCam into the sky, and we're going to do the usual. We are going to build the head on top of this pod. I'll see you guys in just a second. So there we go, everybody. The head is on. So we fly over here, I'll be able to show you all the sides have been done right now. And I think it's looking pretty nice indeed. So if we go inside, oh, that was good. That was some good landing there. So as you can see, because this is concrete powder, we've had to use some string here just to hold those up. But we've got the whole thing in and the roof as well. If we go through here, I've also set up the nether tunnel and put in the little signs on that nether tunnel as well. So you've got the little furnace symbols there. I've got rid of the temporary base one here because it was sort of in the way. So now there is no temporary base portal, it's all the pods now. Because in a future episode we'll be getting rid of the temporary base anyway. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good. And as you can see over here as well, I've also managed to get 2 more beacons to put into this area. So we now have 4 here, 4 in the middle, and 4 over here as well. So we still need more beacons, but we're getting there with the beacons. So I'm going to head into a creative world right now, and we're going to design what's going to go inside of this pod. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Welcome to my redstone testing world, everybody. This is the first draft of the shopping district. That was the first draft of my sheep farm, the first draft of my nether portal, and all of the heads that you've seen get built on the server as well. You've seen these get built, the little pods here as well, and that's the prank that we did on Magoo recently. But we want to come over to this one, which you've just seen me build the big head for it on the server. And this is, if you haven't guessed it already, is going to be my super smelter. So what's going to happen is, as you know, there's 3 pods that make up the pod itself, and then the head on top. So basically, we're going to have 2 of these. They're then going to feed into a hopper line that's going to go to a storage system in the bottom pod, the bottom section of the pod, like it does on the sheep farm and it does on the melon pod as well. So it's going to be the same. So basically, what's going to be able to happen is you put a load of fuel in here, load of items in here, a load more items in here, and a load more fuel in here on both levels, and go AFK overnight, and you'll come back to an absolute ton of either glass or iron or gold. I'm mainly going to be using this for glass though, because as you can see, these pods, they take up a lot of glass. This isn't even a full chunk, this one. It goes right up to there as well. So you can see how much glass this takes, and I'm forever going and getting sand and smelting it and stuff. So I want to be able to get a big load of sand and just smelt it all in one go. And other people can come and use it on the server as well. Now, I'm not going to show you me building this on the server because I need to be able to concentrate on what I'm placing, where I'm placing it and that. But I'll just give you an overview of how it works. You can probably work it out, to be honest. This line goes down here and up there, and behind here, all the way along here. This is the fuel line, all the way along here, and it goes up there, and along this fuel line as well, and then bounces back at the end here. The same is true for the item line. It goes up here, across here, all the way across here, and up again, and then across there, all the way across the top, and bounces back there, right back to the start. This design down here detects if there's items in the hopper, which I'm going to show you guys in just a second, and then it releases the cart. This is the same design that Magoo used on Croc 17's super smelter, which I may have borrowed the design for that bit. This is like the 5th time I've rebuilt this because I ran into issues with different designs and things. This actually has an issue, which I'll get to in a second. But what we were doing, we were pulling this line out here and back this way. And what was happening is, as the cart was running over this block, it was pulling items out of this hopper line. So we were ending up with some ores in here. As the cart was going round, this hopper that was here was pulling items out of it. So we had that a couple of times, and this still has an issue. Like this, if you run a cart over here, because it's a hopper, so it can pull items out of the chest really fast, it also pulls items from above here as well. So when I build it on the Ripple Effect server, this is going to have to go 1 more up. I might put it 2 more up just to space them out a little bit, and I might bring this up a couple of blocks as well, just to space them out within the chunk. So you come up here, you put all your items, all your fuel in here, all your items in here. You got to make sure that the hopper on the cart is full first, and this is full, and then add your items up there so it all filters through correctly. Yeah, so I think the best way to do it is to show you how this works. So we'll do the fuel first. So I'm just going to fill this up with coal. Obviously it'll pull it out of here in the future, and that'll go all the way around. Where is it? There it is. It's gone up to the top level already, and it's going round. I had a version of this with Freon, but we had major issues getting the carts up and down in time, and you had fuel just burning in here for no reason. There it goes again. Before it got another item to smelt. So that's just coming back down, and that should go 1 more time. I'm just going to set off the item 1 as well now as well. So we got loads of different items in there. And what you should see is boom, 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 and up to the top. Beautiful. And then it'll do another item as it bounces back as well onto all layers of the super smelter. And it'll go back out as well. So we should... Hopefully it's going to get here before. Maybe not. 1, 2... It's only 2 seconds. So it's not too bad. That at all. So I think this is a really good design. I like it. All the tracks are powered by these little modules here that also have sea lanterns on to make sure that the area is lit up and we don't get any googlies. I'm also going to put carpet on top of these blocks as well, just like I have on top of the hoppers here. So yeah, and all that, as I say, will feed down into this hopper line right here, and I'll go down into a storage system at the bottom. So when you come back from your AFK, you'll have chests and chests and chests of sand or iron or gold or whatever you've got to smelt, because of course there's going to be 2 of these, 2 modules, and then the storage system at the bottom. So yeah, I'm going to crack on and build this on the Ripple Effect server, and then I'm going to bring you guys back in once I've done that. As I say, I'm not going to bore you with me building it on the server, so I'll see you guys over there. Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, I have finished the pod itself. I'm going to take you over there in a second. As you can see, I've also started to take down some of the buildings in the village and which was my temporary base. I've left up 3 buildings so far because they haven't been moved into a pod yet. Once they've been moved into a pod, those buildings will go and we'll get rid of all of this stuff right here. So let's head over to the pod itself. Okay, so we have some sand, and we also have some blaze rods as well. Apologies if you can hear any wind noise on the recording. The UK is currently under a snow blizzard at the moment, so the whole place is ground to a halt as usual. But it's all good. Right, so we'll take some of these, and we'll take some of this as well, because I'm going to need some glass for my next pod anyway. So let's take these. Okay, so the first thing is we'll put the fuel in this one first. And that's going to filter through into there. And we're going to put some items in here as well. And hopefully, I think once the hopper is full? Magoo, how does this work? That's full. Is that wrong? Is that going to be a comparator? I think that's going to be a comparator. Because I think it's supposed to have a bigger signal or something. Magoo, how does this work? So if I change that for a comparator. That's still got stuff in it, but that's full. So if that's full, I'll be back in a second. Welcome back, everybody. Magoo came over and helped me fix what was going on. So here, it needed to be 2 comparators rather than a comparator and a repeater. And here, there was a comparator. These comparators were facing in the wrong direction, and these should have been comparators instead of repeaters, and it all works perfectly fine. I have, though, run out of blaze rods because we used them all during that. So I have. Do I have sand? Yeah. So if I take some of this out of here, I need to go and get some more sand anyway, and bob it in the chest down here, like so. It'll fill up the hopper, and then once that's full, these comparators will turn off, that'll open, and that'll be all good, and there'll still be items left in there. So we're nearly ready. And there it goes. That's what it didn't do before because there were still items in here, and I think the repeaters were being dodgy in that because of the way it works. So you can see it going all the way around there, coming back down and smelting all of these items. So my thanks to Magoo there for coming and fixing this for me. So that's going to fill up with some more, and then it'll go off again because that's gone off. Really cool system. So thank you, Magoo, for helping me fix it. I'll tell you what, let's use the rest of this in the one downstairs as well. Now, there is a slight design flaw in the way this works, which I'm going to show you in a second. But this one should work as well. So you can see it's filling up, and then you'll see that once it's full, these comparators will turn off, and that'll turn that off, and it'll go from there. So let's watch that happen. There you go. So now it's going to go, and there we go. It's gone all the way around, over there, and down there. Now, the design flaw. We noticed, we ran the system, me and Magoo, and it seems that around here, this is getting full up. It's already getting full up already, because this hopper line from the bottom chest and this hopper line from the top chest both run into this one hopper line. And there's also another flaw, because it's also coming from above as well. So if we come over here, I don't think I can actually get to it, but if you see, this hopper line here comes from upstairs. So all of this from this end is running into that hopper line as well. So basically all 4 sections of this smelter, so those 2 up there and these 2 down here, all run into this one hopper line here. So when it comes down to here, it's running down this hopper line. So we had a lot of backed up items. As you can see, this smelter is really fast. It's like bam, 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 bam. Literally like every tick of the game, there's a new piece of glass. So basically, the smelter is too fast for the hopper lines. Now, I need to fix that somehow. I don't know how I'm going to fix that yet. I might just have to run another hopper line from the second section instead of running them together. But as Magoo said, it's a nice problem to have, having a smelter that's too fast for the hopper lines. As you can see, it's still going. Putting in some more sand. So that's all of our sand and all of our blaze rods gone now. I'm concerned that if I was to fill these up, that one, and these on both levels, that I would come back to an absolutely backed up system, which I probably would. But yeah, that's a nice problem to have, but we'll fix that in the future. See, it's already filling up right here. But yeah, you know what? It works really fast. So at the moment, until it breaks, I don't actually care. So yeah, you can see it just finishing off the last few there. And we're still going up here as well. So I think this is a really, really cool system. I love how it's turned out. You know, these floors are minor, really, in the grand scale of things. So yeah, I think that's going to do us for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching this episode of CarlRyds Plays Minecraft on the Ripple Effects server. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. We got a lot done today. If you did like the episode, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!